Wow. Okay. So, disclaimer, I didn't make it to home in time. So, I have basically 5 minutes to edit this. Half of it is done, and you just have to enjoy it the way nature intended it. Sorry about that. So,
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the show. I know you've been waiting for this for quite some time now, at least 24 hours, if not less. So today, we are going to continue our sentence analysis translation craziness, but still I would want to refer to yesterday's little story about the rain on the lake. So without further ado, let's go on and look at what we are dealing with. Well, isn't this fantastic? Oh, yes, it is. So let's see how Google Translate will deal with things like this one. Does it know? No, it doesn't. Although, if I spell it correctly, maybe that... Oh, wow, that indeed. Well, so what happens here is that we have this word that is basically the compound word of the oh my god in English. So this one is the word for God, and that one is the word for Father, and that is the word for Lord or Mr. in English. So as you can see, oh my god is the perfect translation. There is no doubt about it. Well, as you might imagine, the reason why English include the O in the my God expression is exactly the same reason as why these words are here. It's just something that we do, something that even Google Translate recognizes, so you shouldn't have any problems with it. And there are, of course, not a lot of these expressions that you have to learn. Of course, as you can see, Hungarian loves the exclamation mark. Right, okay, now this one is over. That was quite fun and short. If Google Translate didn't know it, then we would have a problem, because if you try to make sense of words like this, then, well, you are in an interesting situation. Not a situation I would want to be in your place. Right, let's move. So, esik is probably the word that I'm looking for. Sure. Let's go with fall. What about this one? Doesn't make sense at all. Why would... No, this... Okay. How about I go to Stocky? Maybe I will find something. So, well, okay. Who knows? Could work. I mean, what do I know? As... okay. What about this one? Pig. Ooh, boy. And then the pig. Right. Oh, well, okay. That is something that doesn't make sense at all. But let's try to fix the tiny bits. Esik is third person. So that would be, yeah. Now, I did reference it as raining, and English does have a rain word. So how about I go and check rain or raining? Right. And this is what we need. Now, do I have any advice on how to go about these? No, not really. This is something that you have to learn. These tiny differences in the languages, where English says rain, Hungarian would say the rain falls. Also in Hungarian, instead of snow, we say the snow falls. A little bit more straightforward. But how to go about these kind of craziness? Well, I guess we can only hope that there aren't a lot of these things in the language. And just like in English, one has to remember that there are certain things that we say in a certain way, and it just doesn't make a lot of sense. Then in Hungarian, that's the same. In English, you would have to learn I have a car, and in Hungarian, as we discussed it before, that is expressed using the possessive and the to be. This is another thing that we just have to remember, or well, you have to remember. It's not like I don't have to remember it, but I kind of already learned it. Anyways, let's continue. So we figured out that this one refers to rain, and this one is something that we just need to write. We need to find something that would make sense in English. And I wonder, and this is something I wonder about quite a lot, that would this make sense in English? I mean, of course, ignoring the pig, that let's say that this is something, a way. So it rains so as this way. And if that makes sense, it rains, then I would go with this one. Just remove anything. It rains as pig. Much like I read as I should read something. Or maybe this would make a little bit more sense. As mint is often the equivalent of like here. It's an example. So it rains like a pig. That seems like a good example. But the question is, how the hell can it rain like a pig? That doesn't make sense. And the reason it doesn't make sense is because in English, you'd say it rains, or, well, I guess I should say it's raining cats and dogs. And yeah, that's what English says. And here we are. This is a standoff. I will openly blame English for using cats and dogs, and you, or English people, will openly blame me as a Hungarian to use pig as an example to the amount, or for the amount of rain that is going on. Now, of course, there was something that I didn't really mention back then. It's that in English, first I chose a different tense than the second one. And of course that's something that further complicates things, because even the first translation should be in present continuous. For now, we can leave it as that. Or should I say, leave it like that. Hungarians will use pigs, and English will use cats and dogs. So I hope that somewhat makes sense, and I guess with this video I wanted to show that sometimes you just need to learn an entire expression, but not always. Because as you might remember, lots of our previous sentences did not need any sort of learning like that. But this one does. Now, these sort of idioms are in all the languages. And I'm pretty sure that like, as not the verb, but the word to compare things, will be referenced quite a lot in upcoming videos. But you can remember this. The word mint almost always refers to like. So thanks for watching, and see you tomorrow. Bye bye.